clerics are important or anything, especially in this one.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. Definitely willing to save your ass. Definitely.
So I've been pre-rolling, and I think I should get new characters ready.
Oh no. On a side note, I totally have one.
Yeah, I saw that.
God.
Now I really got to hammer out that name.
Oh man. Can't believe I slept so long. Oh man, I don't taste this food at all.
Don't fucking say that.
Not the Rona.
Okay, okay, bad joke, bad joke.
Alright, it's a couple minutes after. I'm gonna go ahead and get started on the recap. Alright, so last time you left Argenvostolt at a breakneck speed as fast as you possibly could and decided, you know what? We were going to a winery. Let's go to the winery. No detours. So you made your way towards the winery. Oh, I don't know what I just did. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was hitting buttons and I should not be doing that. So you made your way towards the winery. When you reached the winery, it was like the very vines themselves were coming to life to attack you. So you made your way into the building itself, barricaded the door, and finally got some well deserved rest. Um, and in the morning, you decided to explore this area that you've found yourself barricaded in. And at first, it seemed pretty above board till you reached the last room where this woman caked in mud, dried mud and hunched over, digging through drawers, saw you and two of these vine creatures with her. They all attacked. You took them down after a bit, a little wounded, and decided to keep checking doors. It was at this last door that you opened it, and you saw this woman standing above one of these large fermentation vats, pouring something into it. And as the last drop left her container, her eyes fixed on yours, and you knew a fight was incoming. But even as you caught, um, I can't talk today. Sorry, guys. Um, can I ever? Even as your gaze was fixed on hers, in the shadows, you saw hundreds of little things moving. But as the shadows came out, wasn't quite 100, uh, but there are definitely a lot, and that's where we left off. So let's roll initiative. Ooh. Hold on.
Hold on.
Okay, try again. There we go. Now it's working. I think I had rolled initiative at the end of last session and then I cleared it. Let's go with 3.
Man, I can't wait to see what happens in Dungeon of the Mad Mage.
Yeah, got that mid-season finale coming up.
Yeah, I wanted to have a little D&D.
Sorry, you keep gutting out.
I'm having to use my phone right now. But I missed our Sunday session.
Oh, yeah, I want to get everybody there before we do that. All right, so this woman wearing a gown made of animal skins and a headdress with goat horns and her hair long and unkempt is staring at you, and you see these tiny creatures that are made of twigs skittering around on the floor. Looking over the room, there's about 4 of these large vats, and there are doors where you are that you just came at. You're at the top of some stairs. The stairs go down a bit, and then it goes out to this long path, excuse me, balcony. And the balconies overlook each of these vats. She's at the one closest to you, and then another 10 feet, there's another one. Then there's some stairs going down to the main floor. Then there's another vat, and then another set of stairs going up to a door on the other side.
That's a lot of bats.
Now I know JR went in first. Who was directly behind him?
Probably me.
Oh, hold on, I'm trying to do something. Okay, so something I saw this week was breaking up areas for text combat. So on the western side, you've got JR, Holland, Val, and the Druidess. At your next movement point, so about 30 feet, you've got the stairs. At your next one, you've got the floor. And on the floor, we've got the the twig blight swarms. And then another movement point would get you to the eastern door.
Oh, I like that. That's fancy.
We'll see how it works out this time. And I'm going to pin that.
Well,
JR, you are the first to react.
I ain't wasting no time. Eldritch Blast.
Are you aiming at her or down on the floor?
At her.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Hold on. I just realized something.
And what was that?
Nothing good.
What? DM, I have a question. Since
Oh,
we aren't
boy.
technically fighting it yet, even though we are in initiative, and if I tried to cast Charm Person, is it too late for that?
You can certainly try to cast it, but she is considered hostile.
Okay, that was pretty much the question.
She doesn't like the cut of our jibs.
Okay, I cast Invisibility on myself.
Ooh. So that's an action. What else?
Oh, oh no. Never mind.
Ooh, you look like you used all your second level spell slots last game.
Oh no, I remember this. I forgot how bad it was.
How is it that the warlock's the only one that has spell slots? I have all of my spell slots.
The one time.
All one of them. Oh.
In fact, JR
Two.
looks pretty hurt right now.
Yeah, I probably should check that out.
I don't feel very lucky.
Sorry, guys. Like, I thought I'd be more ready for my first attack. A little more ready than this, but I'm actually going to retreat.
I think you have a good idea about that.
So you kind of burst into the room and you're just like, oh no, and then you're like, nope. You just kind of push past Val and Holland, and you're just like, nah, nope.
Not feeling it right now, guys. I will. You know what? Since she is kind of a little ways away from me, I will make my attack before I leave. I know. I'm all over the place right now. Let me cast Eldritch Blast, my original, since it is a cantrip and all. I really thought I had something better than that.
Welcome to being a bard.
What's the Druidess? Minus T, what? DR1?
Yes, DR1. Oop, that will definitely impact. She's going to take 2 damage. And she looks pissed.
Oh joy.
Well, I'm out of here. And he runs.
Deuces.
Those are the choices. Charm person or a slap to the face.
that was what's going through JR's mind right now.
Holland.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is so there's a whole bunch of little enemies on the floor, right?
Yes, swarms of them, you would even say.
Okay, well then I'm going to at the closest group, I'm gonna cast Shatter.
Okay. Con save.
Which I'm pretty sure they have a high chance of passing.
We'll see.
It's only 98. Big deal.
Doesn't look like they passed.
Ooh, that's good.
Noise.
And then I'm going to follow JR and pull out my no, I'm just gonna follow JR. I can't do that. I don't have an action to do that. Okay, and that'll be my turn.
Okay, so your little thunder percussion kind of rips through this twig of blights, and you see a few of them go down. More than half, you'd say. And then two's turn. They are going to run up the stairs. So they'll now be. I'm going to edit it. I don't know what I did. Oh, yeah, that's right. Enter hit send. I hate that. Okay, so they've moved up to the stairs. Val.
Val is gonna see everyone retreating and just like, oh gosh, and go back through the doorway and close it.
I don't know. Can you do that? Oh gosh, again.
Oh gosh. Probably before and after the door closing.
Okay. From behind you, Val, the door reopens.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
You see the druidess standing behind you. She's going to. So she takes the staff she's carrying and she swirls it around a couple times. And you see the tip is wrapped with the stem of a plant that has many thorns across it. And she says something and she whips it out in your direction, Val. Six. Well, poop. That's not what I wanted at all.
You have to cast Shillelagh first, and then it'll do it for you.
I think it's because of I'm using a placeholder. And It's not Shillelagh.
Thank goodness.
+4 to hit. Okay. Alright, so a 10 does not hit you. So it falls short.
Yep.
And then she casts something else. You hear it, you see it, but you don't know what the effect was. Number 3 is going to move to the stairs. Number 1 is going to limp its way to the stairs. JR, back to you. The only one you can get line of sight on is the Druidess.
Alrighty. Another Eldritch Blast.
That's a miss.
Run away.
So you kind of like finger gun, violent finger gun, basically, when you do your Eldritch Blast, and it shoots over her shoulder. She just gives you this look like, is it the best you got?
Yeah, just give me like 8 hours. I'll be right back. I'm gonna kick your ass.
Y'all just took a long rest, though. Holland.
So how many of the enemies are in line of sight? Just the Druidess?
Right, same thing as JR. You can only see the Druidess.
Let me see what I can do. I'm going to use my action to produce a longbow, and I'm going to use the rest of my movement to move away.
Okay, you can either head down the hallway back the way y'all originally came around the corner, or you can head south to the spiral staircase.
I think I'm gonna.
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
I think I'm gonna head to the area that we've already been to, since I know that's safe.
Okay, so you duck around the corner.
I'll throw back. Hurry! Follow this way. And that'll be my turn.
Let's see. Val.
I'm gonna punch her.
Do it.
Do it. You gotta put attack first. Ooh, that's a pretty good hit.
Nice.
Flurry of blows. Key point spent.
Alright, I don't think you used too many of those last time, right?
It was all luck and only one.
That's
key
what
point.
it was. Excuse me. Okay, that'll hit. Oops, wrong button. My bad. Ooh, 5. Where am I? There we go. That is not the right one. That is not the right one. Okay. So she's looking pretty bad. Alright, she's kind of breathing pretty hard here. But she's going to cast.
Friendship?
Sure. Whatever makes you feel better about this.
It only looks like fireball.
You three kind of feel
Oh God.
the ground begin to shift and shake beneath your feet. I need you all to make dexterity saving throws as the floorboards rattle beneath you. Dirt from above you sifts down onto your head. Val's
I'm
got
not typing
this.
like this because I'm nervous.
So you two, JR, Holland, will take a whopping 1 damage, and y'all are knocked prone.
Well, that was 25% of my health.
He says as he lies on the ground looking up at the ceiling.
I can't do math in this panic.
Well, I was only at 4 hit points, so it was pretty easy.
Okay, so you two are prone, and then Val is on her, so she can't cast range. She's going to... She says something in this language that none of you speak, and she touches her arm, and you see some of her wounds heal up.
I hate it.
JR, you are on the ground.
Ah! I scrambled to my feet and turn around and finger gun Vicious Mockery really quick and keep on running.
Give me a joke.
Your breath is as bad as your attack. Hiya. And she needs to make a save, I think it.
Wisdom save.
Yeah, wisdom save. Yeah.
She passes. She doesn't seem to speak the language you just threw at her. And then you run around the
Just thought
corner
it
with
was bad.
Holland?
Yep.
Okay. Holland, you are on the ground.
I'm going to use half my movement to stand up. No one's in my sight range, right?
Right.
Okay. Then I am just going to stay where I am and hold my action
Until what?
until an enemy comes across the corner.
Okay. And what action are you holding?
A longbow attack.
All right. Sounds good. Val, from the door that she threw open behind her, you see these things skitter into sight. Let's see. They reach out to you with these tiny but multiple claws. And begin to scratch and tear at you.
Successfully.
So these things are now crawling all over you. You're going to take 17 points of damage. And it's your turn.
I'm gonna draw my short sword as a free action and lay into her again.
Okay. Okay.
And then flurry of blows.
Okay. She's looking poorly. Oh, sorry, I did that right before you did. She goes down.
Oh no. Can I use that second attack on these little skittering evils?
Yeah, you can try to punch some little mini twig demons off of you.
Break their souls.
All right.
I don't know why it gave
Fuse.
×2 damage.
Yeah, that's what I was just looking at. I'm like, wait. flurry of blows. See if that tells us why. Doesn't say. I don't think you should get the 2, though. Times 2.
Yeah, just put it at 5 because I don't see any reasoning either.
Okay. That was weird. But anyways. Well, it technically would have been SK2, just so you know.
Yeah, that's my bad.
It's okay. Next up. Or are you done? Sorry. Another group of these fiends run out into the hallway. But they think that you're handled, and they're going to try to run past you, giving you an op attack if you'd like. All right. So you swing out, and why did it divide by 2?
Yeah, right? Like,
That is so weird.
to balance out, I guess. I'm not typing anything extra.
You are extra. No. Alright, so I'm going to do the full 6 you should be getting on that one. You cut a couple of these things down, but the rest of the horde continues until they skid around the corner, coming in sight of Holland, who has a held attack. So you pin one of these to the wall, but the rest continue their tromp around the corner.
I like how your damage is normal.
God. Well, I mean, when it's only 1. When it's 6, it's like, well, I don't know. Val's doing a little too much damage here. Better cut that back.
Oops.
Just a little.
Okay, there we go. I don't believe a 10 hits, though, right, Holland?
A 10 does not hit me right now.
Okay, awesome. So these things are trying to crawl up your robes, but are unable to get their needle-like appendages into your skin. Number 1 comes running through the door. This is a much smaller batch than the other, and they skirt around Val. Val, you've already used your reaction, so you don't have any more op attacks. And they skirt around onto the other side, and they come down, and they see Holland and JR, and they're going to go for JR.
No.
Does an 11 hit?
It does not.
Okay. So you kind of like boot one of them away, and he gets back up and runs back at you. Imagine like hundreds of baby Groots attacking you.
Joe.
That sounds cuter than this is.
I was going to say that. No, you ruined my image of Baby Groot in my head.
Demonic baby Groot. Okay. All right. So all of you have one on you.
Okay. Sorry, I realize it's my turn.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to metaphorically inspire Val.
You can't see me.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Well,
really
I
want it, but
would.
that'd be fair.
You would if you could see him, but you can't. So Holland? Question mark.
Actually, I don't have to see him.
Ooh, he can just hear you, right?
Screaming.
Oh, apparently that's not a thing.
Hmm.
Oh, still not a thing. Okay.
It's not a spell,
well,
it's
I
a
tried.
special feature. But anyways, Val, you get a inspiration die, a d6, and you can add it to one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. This can be added after seeing the roll, but before knowing the outcome. All right,
Save the die.
JR.
And that was my bonus action, so I'll go ahead and make a melee attack with my rapier.
Okay. So you give out a little ditty, da-da, ah, and then put your loot up and grab your rapier.
Everyone's watching. See what you can do. As I'm swinging wildly, apparently.
So you
You're
thrust.
conducting yourself.
So you thrust forward, sticking your rapier into the wood of the floorboard, and it sticks and wiggles for a little bit before you pull it back out, ending your turn. Holland, you've got one on you.
So I have enemies on me.
This is correct. Literally on you.
I think what I'll do then is take my longsword and start smacking them.
Okay. So your bow disappears in a puff, and in its place, you have a longsword.
My longsword is actually not created by my pact ability because it would take an action. My longsword is my real one.
Okay, so poof, and then shoo. This is a real sword, not a play sword.
The for real sword.
Ooh, do you not have your longsword equipped?
I'm just having trouble with the sheet.
I don't see a longsword on you.
I should have one. If
Wait,
not,
you sold
then
it.
I need. Oh,
Oh, you
if
did.
I sold it, then it would be the great sword. Then.
Okay. That was more like shh. As you pull both your hands forward and try to hit these tiny things. Which you hit a couple. Yours is number 3.
Hooray!
In fact, a big sword, it kind of brings it around, and you smack a few of these into the wall. 2 is the one on
I forgot
Val.
to mention. I ended my turn early. That was an accident. But could I move up some towards the group without taking any opportunity attacks? Or
No.
Okay, then I'll stay right.
Okay. So, back to what I was saying. Number 2 is on Val. And they're going to scritchy scratch. But Val has felt these claws before, and he goes, no, no, or sorry, they go, no, 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 and just kind of like high knees around the swipes. So you kind of look like you're river dancing right now.
Val is going to flail around terrified in a way that is definitely a form of martial arts and swipe with the short sword.
Snap.
Ooh, what the hell? That
But I
should
got
be a
divided by
times
two.
2.
Seriously.
It really does. I don't know what you did. So that should be 5 plus 4, so 10 plus 4, 14.
And I'm going to flurry of blows. I think this is my last time. Let me look at my sheet. Yay, it's my last time.
Okay, there's just a few of these guys left, just kind of tottering around your ankles at this point. And you punch them to death.
That was multiplied by 2 again for some reason.
Yeah, that's okay. They only had 3.
Oh, yay.
It's just you. If you want, you can use your movement and run around and punch some more people in the head. I mean, baby Groots.
That sounds good. I mean, hopefully not people because they're on nice people. But yes.
I mean, we'll see how you roll.
Who would be the first person I came to around the corner?
Holland.
And the number of the SK that's on Holland?
3. Multiplied by
And that's
2
only
again.
5. Yeah, it likes to like half some of it, but then like give me the fancy time double sometimes.
What?
Who knows?
In the world?
Alright, so the only swarm left is on JR. And it's their turn.
Bring it.
We determined last time that 11 does
not
not hit. So
Correct.
they do not bring it. They seem kind of dazed and confused. And they're making little noises. I am Groot. I am Root.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and that's SK1.
Only one that's left.
Okay.
You stab again, and they're kind of tottering, and they totter just out of the way of the end of your rapier.
JR is not very good at attacking tiny things.
Apparently. Holland.
Do I have them on me still?
No, Val took care of those for you.
Okay. Then can I look around the corner and see if there's anybody I need to attack?
There's nobody around the corner. There's somebody on this side. On JR. He's back behind you, remember? He ran around.
Okay. Then I will shoot at the enemy.
Don't roll a 1.
So your great sword, having just come out, goes back sadly, and then. Oh wait, no, you actually physically pull it, right?
No, I actually have to spend an action to bring my longbow back out.
Okay, so you wouldn't be able to attack them.
Yep. And I'll pass my turn.
Okay. Val?
I like to picture that Val has been screaming since the druidess opened that door in between breaths.
It's
And
canon.
as soon as, like, I hit this one, I'm going to go right for the next one. I'm just going to keep punching.
So
Well,
Holland
no,
kind of
sort
hears
that.
this. Ah! All right. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, it thought it was too good, though.
It was pretty good. So you punch these baby Groots to death into tiny screaming piles. Ah!
Oh,
Until
no,
they're
I'm
gone.
wildly flailing with the short sword.
Oh,
Just
sorry.
all of it.
You slice them to tiny, tiny little bits. One of their heads goes flying past JR and it just looks horrified.
Nice.
Val is huffing, covered in blood and little twigs, and just really spent.
Oh. That's a good spot to take an IRL break.
Sounds good to me.
Jay, I couldn't hear what you said.
I say, woo.
Alright, so we'll be back at 7.
Hello.
Howdy.
Hi there.
I'm back.
Sounds like the gang's all here. Alright, so you stand in a hallway. Little bits of twigs and bark litter the ground around your feet.
I really didn't like that.
Neither did I.
Yeah, if that could just not happen again, that'd be nice. Can I search this? Was she like kind of considered a witch?
She was considered a
Druidess.
druidess.
Druidess. Can I search her body?
You absolutely can. Let's see. So she's got this animal skin gown that she's wearing. On her head, she has a horned headdress. Around her neck, a necklace of teeth, and from the looks of it, human teeth. Let me see if there's anything else.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say she probably smells.
She smells earthy.
I just mean teeth scent. Like old teeth never smell pleasant.
Thankfully, I've never had that problem. Never had that experience.
All I'm
Same
saying
here.
is, my mom was a dental assistant, and she would tell me some stories.
Like y'all never were given the pulled teeth or like the dropped out teeth in a little necklace, like keepsake.
No.
Nope.
Oh, y'all young people.
Like, I think my mom kept our baby teeth, but that's it. I did not ever see that. And I'm sure those are long gone by now.
Horrendous. Like, why did people save this? Like, sometime in the future, they're gonna go, oh, look, my old teeth.
Right? That's not creepy at all. Like, I could see a lock of hair from your first haircut. Maybe that's still verging on creepy. But teeth? Yes, this was when my small, vicious cannibal could only chew plants. But we're cannibals now, so,
Yeah.
Anyways, no, she doesn't have anything else on her.
Can I do like a Arcana check on the necklace?
There's nothing arcane to see about it. You can do a nature check if you want to figure out what kind of teeth these are.
Okay, I was just looking for magical properties and whatnot.
You'd have to cast Identify or Detect Magic or something.
I've got Charm Person. How about?
There's not
charm
enough
the teeth?
person attached to these teeth to charm.
Ah.
Plus, we already know you can't cast Charm Person.
I did just realize that I have 2 first level spells, but it was trying to cast it at a second level for some reason.
What were you trying to cast?
I noticed that. Remember when I
You
was
were trying to
casting
do
Charm Person and
invisibility.
it said-
No, you were trying to do invisibility. That is a second level spell.
That's right. You're right. That is.
I'm always right.
Right. I only asked about Charm Person. Okay.
That's right. You're
Oh,
like,
that's
she
right.
has to.
Yes.
JR charming teeth, like showing them his, and he's like, "Look, I have you as well. We're like the same."
I have teeth. You have teeth. Mine are in my mouth, though.
Uh, I guess since we killed them all, we can turn back around and try and get out of here.
I think that's a good idea.
Was there a way to get out backward?
On the top floor, where y'all went in the room with the vats, there was a door on the other side, and then y'all didn't look downstairs at all. And there were stairs going downstairs.
But we barricaded all that, right?
No, y'all haven't been down there.
Yeah, not that direction.
Oh.
When we were kind of retreating, then we would have headed towards the barricaded area.
Y'all barricaded upstairs. And that one small
That's the one.
door. Y'all closed some doors downstairs. I don't think those got barricaded though.
We just assumed that they were too short to open the doors.
Because assuming is good for you.
It's worked for us, are definitely. Well, I don't really feel so great, and I don't really want to see what's next. It's the lead.
What was that last couple words?
Yes, who wants to lead?
I agree. But maybe we should take a short rest first.
Bandage
I
some
mean,
wounds.
that does sound good, but we just woke up. We could sit for a bit, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, we have been.
Sounds good to me.
Sorry, JR, you got cut off. What did you say?
Sounds like a good idea.
Good idea. Y'all gonna do this in the hallway? Where y'all sitting to bandage your wounds?
How much further till we get to the barricaded area?
Right now, y'all are in the hallway with the 4 doors. The one on the leftmost or the westmost had the printing press. The 2 in the center looked like bedrooms, and then the one on the east led into it looked like a kitchen area or a dining room area. And that one had a door that came out the other side, the eastern side, that on the southeast side, sorry, that led into a hallway that y'all had barricaded. In the dining area, there was also a door y'all have not checked out yet.
Uh, well, I'll lead the way. But let's get back to that barricaded area. Maybe we could actually take a short rest. Definitely.
Sounds good to me.
So that eastern hallway was where y'all were barricaded before.
Alrighty, we'll head that way.
Okay, so you head back through the dining area and back down that door, and you're sitting in the hallway.
As everybody kind of comes through, I'll start re-barricading everything.
Okay.
I'll help him.
Okay.
And short rest. So can we roll our d8s? Or
Do you get a D8?
20s? I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I meant short rest dice, but yeah.
Okay. So you sit and begin to bandage up your wounds and apply ointments and really just catch your breath as you stack some barrels and crates in front of the door that you just came through. So you can G it's however Val did it. Exclamation point G space SR. You can also roll hit die. Up to 3.
Up to 4.
Oh, y'all are level 4? That's right. Damn, y'all are doing poor. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Don't forget to add your con modifier.
Nice. This puts me right at or just above max, so I'm good.
You can't be above max.
Literally one punch.
Well,
I mean, 1 point above. Like, I almost rolled that extra die just in case, too, but I was
Glad you
scared.
didn't. Don't forget to do GSR if you get anything back on a short rest so that Avray knows. I know Val already did. I think Holland still needs to. Copy and paste that.
He keeps capitalizing it.
Maybe your phone's doing it. Because my phone does automatic caps for some reason. I hate it. It does not like you, dude. Woo! Got it. Okay.
I like how it's not showing that your spells are back, even though your one trick pony is that you're a warlock and get spells on short rest.
Oh, that's not.
Yeah, that is a little bit of a pain. So I'll take a short rest in the DD Beyond app and then I'll figure it out.
That's weird. Anyways. And then update your character when you're done. I don't know. This thing is wonky at best. But the fact that it lets us roll dice is pretty great.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, I love all this. Even though today it decided to, like, multiply or divide based on sheer whim.
That was funny. It was only you. Nobody else had that problem.
I know, and it's stuff I've done before. It's literally only today.
I do not know. Alright, so you barricade, you bandage, and then?
I say we get out of here.
I'll certainly lead the way if y'all want.
Please. I mean, please.
Sounds good to
Of
me.
course. All right, back the way we came again.
Okay,
Do the-
back around the corner.
Yeah, back around the corner, dining room thing, hall, room, vats, stairs.
Oh, so you're going back into the vat room. Right?
Yeah, I think there were stairs leading downwards, correct?
Right. So you come around the corner on the western side, and as you head south, there at the end of the hallway, there's a spiral staircase, and there's a door to your left. The door to the left will lead to the vat room, and in the center of the vat room, there is stairs leading down to the floor.
We'll take those stairs leading down to the floor.
The stories, please.
All right, so you head back into the vat room, and as you're coming in this room, you see something you haven't really noticed before is that the rafters are packed with ravens. One lets out a caw as you enter back into the room. Another you see flit down to the floor, come back up to the rafter, and in his beak he carries one of those creatures you had fought before, the twig blights, and he snaps it in half in his beak. The loud.
That is gross. Gross.
Down on the floor here, there are double doors to the north with thick chains wrapped through the handles and padlocked. Directly across from the stairs, there's a small door that seems to lead outside. There's some double doors to the east of that. On the eastern wall, there's a door on the northern side, and on the southern side, two double doors. On the west, there are two doors that stand ajar. One on the north, one on the south. And on the south, behind the stairs, there's a door.
That's a lot of doors. If I kind of peek over, can I see any of the twig blights still skittering around?
Looking around, make a perception check. You don't see any. In the map, first off, you rolled in the wrong room. So go ahead and redo it in the dice room.
Dadgummit.
You still don't see any.
Good.
But you feel better about it.
Kind of rubs his eyes. He's like, oh, there we go. Nope, nothing here.
Those ones on the east that are open in the picture, they are not open.
Okay. And we're kind of coming from the center-ish.
Yeah, see the stairs in the center there?
Yeah. So there's double doors to the north and to the south?
No, there's only a single door to the south, right behind the stairs.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Gonna lead us to the door to the south.
Okay, let me see. Oops. Okay, this door opens into a room where a dirty window in the south wall allows dim light to enter. Wine bottles seem to be manufactured here, as evidenced by the tools lying about. The wooden rack full of freshly blown glass bottles along the south wall, the hearth built into the southwest corner, and the barrel of sand standing next to it. A staircase descends underground, and between it and the rack of bottle stands a barred door.
Did you say a barrel of sand?
Yep.
It's kind of random.
Is it?
Yeah, because like little wood beings and druidesses, that's all normal stuff in an house.
Well, I just said they're blowing glass in here, so do it that way you will.
Ow. Okay, my bad.
JR is a master glass blower, so he knows.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so immediately east of the door, there's a staircase descending downwards. And on the other side of the staircase, on the eastern wall, there is a barred door.
Gonna go try and lift the bar door.
You can lift the bar. Door you'll probably have more trouble with.
Well, I am a bard, and it is a barred door, so I shouldn't have any issue.
Giving you negative 20 on your check.
Come on.
JK, the bar lifts easily.
Stealth. Absolutely stealth.
Just you or everybody?
I'll whisper back to the group. We should probably go through this store, sniggly. If it's barred, I doubt anybody's been through this direction. Uh-huh.
I have to agree.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Nice. Okay.
You asked for stealth, right?
Yes.
I'm
He says
stealthy.
that.
Yeah. Did I say stealth? I meant
Performance.
Yeah, JR says stealth, and then he and Holland just go normal it, just like as the average would, and Val's the one that takes it serious.
Yeah, so JR says stealth, and then he starts singing a song about stealth as he pushes the door open. And there's a short flight of steps outside the door, and he immediately stumbles on. And Holland, not seeing what he stumbled on, does the same thing. And Val's like, guys, we were trying to be quiet.
going bing, 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 bing. And then when I fell. I was like, bing, 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 bing.
So you fall on dirt. You are outside, it looks like.
Did we actually make it out?
Well, oh yeah. I don't move a single muscle, and I do a quick perception to see if anybody saw that, or if anybody's
Go
standing
ahead.
around.
Um, your eyes peek through the pale wan light, and you look. Your first sweep, you don't see anything, but as your eyes start to come back, it's like the vines are coming out and walking towards you as more of these creatures begin to make their way towards you.
Oh God.
Oh, we were not ready.
I sure was not.
I was super concerned with y'all.
These things were super ready too.
Wow. Val and Holland actually beat them.
Val is actually the first to go.
Oh wow. Yeah, I'm gonna just run into him, sword swinging.
Okay. So I know you have plenty of movement. These things are about 30 feet away, so
Are they all around the same area, or which one would I reach first, just going in a straight line?
probably 2 or 3. They're kind of semicircled around. Probably 3 because you're on the eastern side. Bring your sword up, and it does not like you.
Did it hit?
Oh, I think I know why it's doing that. I think it's because it's the type of monster. Because I put a placeholder in, and I think these things are resistant to piercing.
Oh.
I think that's what it is.
Or
But yes,
slashing,
it did
rather.
hit. Well, it says piercing. So I don't know. 3, 7. So 7 total. So yes, it hits, and you slice a few of these to shreds.
I'll go ahead and use Flurry of Blows, because I don't like these at all.
Nope, nope, nope. I think this is your last key point.
I had my rest.
Oh, that's right. You got them all back.
Yup.
Haha, Val is ready. Apparently, they're super. What's the word? Vulnerable to bludgeoning, though. So just 7 again. You have a third attack. Ooh. Three goes down. Bringing us to
Wait,
Holland. Helen, you can use your movement to get to your regular movement to get to any one of the 3 groups still standing.
how
you could
close
stand
are
far
each
away.
of the groups
To each other or to you?
to each other?
They're about 20 feet from each other. They're coming around in a semicircle.
Oh man. Um. Well, then I guess what I'll do is I'll shatter the one that's farthest away from us.
Okay.
I bet you these are skeletons. That's what the name is, and that's why they're resistant to piercing and weak to bludgeoning.
That would make sense.
And that is not supposed to be out of spell slots. I don't know why it didn't update.
I don't know why either, but I know what you're doing. And next time you want to cast, it's going to tell you you can't. Just put spell instead of cast, and it'll do it. They save, so they'll take half. Let me see. So they'll take 4. Okay.
And then I'm going to try and move closer to the enemy.
Towards the one you just shattered.
The closest one. This time.
Like I said, you can get to any one of the groups with 30 feet of movement.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll go up to the one that I just attacked.
Okay, and you.
Since it's the beginning of combat and I have my weapon out, I don't have to spend an action to bring it out. And I can cast using it, because it's a spellcasting focus. And I'll end my turn.
Okay, you didn't have your weapon out, but I'll allow it.
Oh, I wouldn't have?
No, y'all took y'all short rest and then moved through the building and then fell outside.
Okay. Then never mind then. I'll just use my action to bring it forth at the turn.
Okay, so number 4 is going to start moving inwards towards JR and Holland. Actually, no, Val's closer. So they're going to move towards Val. Let me see what their movement is. Just enough to get on you.
How nice.
Isn't that nice? They're going to hit with their sharp claws and start crawling all over Val, who is, of course, screaming again.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
And it's not going to stop, except for breaths.
And Val's going to take 14 piercing damage. JR, you are next. You can get to any of these 3 with 30 feet of movement. But they are well, yeah, now they're all 20 feet from each other because the other one was further away.
Val has like a swarm of these things
On them, yep.
Okay. Is Holland currently in melee range of them?
Of one of them.
Yes, he moved up on one of them. So only one does not have anybody in melee range.
Okay. Gonna go run over and try and help Val.
Okay.
Rapier. Stand still.
Oh, don't crit fail, please.
And they stand still for a minute. Just long enough for you to skewer a couple of these.
Nice. Um, okay.
Then this one's the one that's on Holland. Or Holland's on them. Perspective. Okay, they're literally on Holland now. No, they're not. They fall down. They go prone.
Oh, that's fun.
This one was not on anybody, but it was between and 1 and 3. It's gonna go for JR.
Bring it.
They do.
Dang.
For 20 points of piercing damage.
Holy jeez. Whew.
And then it's Val's turn. Guys, these things haven't crit yet, so be careful. Val, you have one swarm that's on you and one that's behind JR. Three is already down. You might want to just do meta without the target, just because they're not using the right stat block. I don't know
Yeah,
if that
that's
helps.
probably for the best. I'll just roll normal.
Okay, you just want to go for the one on you, right?
Yes, indeed, to start with.
All right. Unfortunately, that will not hit. Their bark is just as bad as their bite.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm just gonna let that go.
Well, that's just enough to hit.
Does it take them down?
No. You look like
Then I
you've
will-
taken about half of these guys down. Maybe slightly more.
Oh, I'll let that slide. I'm good.
Okay. Holland, that swarm right in front of you went prone.
And I'm gonna swing.
So you bring your sword and you swing with advantage.
Actually, X that. I have to bring it forth with an action. I can't attack this turn.
Your great
Unless
sword?
I want to punch it. Yeah,
Oh.
it's my packed weapon. So, what can I do? I guess I could punch it, but that's not going to do much. How about I make it make a save?
That sounds good.
No, because if I do that, then I can't. I'll just spend my action to bring out my sword, and I'll end my turn.
Okay, number 4 is the one on Val. Their little pokey claws dig into you as they scramble more and more frenetically over you. I don't think that will penetrate.
It doesn't, even though that means we're uncomfortable with word choice.
Good, good. All right, JR. So you've got one that's digging into the back of your calves and such, and one that's in front of you on Val. Some have gotten under their robes, and you just see these lumps moving around on their skin. And of course, Val is screaming.
let's see. Okay, I only have one on me, correct?
One on you and one in front of you.
Okay, first attack rapier.
Ah, it misses.
And then I'm gonna come back with my dagger.
Okay. And I'm sorry, are you attacking the ones on you or on Val?
Trying to get the ones off me.
Okay. So that would only be one piercing. If it hit, but it didn't. Sorry. So Jared kind of flails like a mad cow. And then
Nah.
this group stands up and begins to lunge at Holland. Missing entirely. Number 2 is the one on JR. Misses entirely. And then it's Val's turn. And then it's Val's turn. Ah, there is. Ah, nobody's hitting this round. Ah, there we go. So you kind of take your knuckle, and you know in school when you would frog somebody, you get one of those ones that's crawling around under your shirt and just. Holland, your turn.
Okay, so now I can attack.
Absolutely. All right, you bring your great sword around and you slice through a few of these baby Groots. Okay. And then it's the one on Val's turn. There's not that many left, but they're still trying to get at the juicy insides. And they do. For 8 piercing.
Who was that attacking?
It hit Val. And then JR, it's your turn.
All right. Same thing.
Rapier followed by a dagger? Or did you mean missing? Oh, I see.
Oh.
Ah, but your dagger does max of 4 damage as you spear one of these little creatures through its brain. Number 1 is the one on Holland. I believe a 17 hits you. Yes or no?
Yes, that does.
Okay. So a few of these get under your greaves or under your robes and start sinking their sharp claws into your calves and climbing their way upward painfully. You imagine this is how a tree feels like when somebody starts putting climbing
yeah.
gear in it.
Oof. That hurts.
Number 2 is on JR.
And I want to make sure that was the first time I've taken damage so far, right?
I believe so. I believe that's the first
Okay.
time we've hit you. JRs don't
That
hit.
was
Okay.
that was half my health.
Oh, jeez. Val.
I'm going for it again.
There's like one of these guys kind of trying to bite you and shit, and you're just like, you sadly look at it, screaming, before swinging your sword outwards. And slicing it in two.
Can I reach the other one at all?
Yeah, JR's right next to you, and he's got a bunch crawling all over him.
Alrighty, flurry of blows.
You pick off a few of them. Pop, pop, pop. And then you bring your knee in around to get a few more. There's like 3 of these guys left on JR. Holland.
I'm gonna swing again.
Like Link in the game, you're mowing these guys down. And
You
they
want
are
to know
gone.
what?
No, I said like.
It.
Sorry, go ahead.
You go ahead first.
I thought you were asking, what did I say?
Oh, I was just gonna say that the damage that I dealt is my exact health.
Oh yeah, take this! Feel my pain! But anyways, they're dead.
Oh, that's good.
What else for you, Holland?
Can I start moving towards the next enemy?
Yes.
Okay. And then I'll end my turn.
Okay. JR, there's like 2, maybe 3 of these guys left crawling all over you.
Whew.
Thanks to Val.
Alrighty then. I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna cast sleep on my centered, kind of on myself.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, just gets this big old smile.
roll your d8s.
Is it cat?
So 25.
Yeah.
All right, starting with the lowest, right?
Yeah, starting with the lowest.
Everybody's hit points up to date in D&D Beyond.
Mine is.
Mine are.
Okay, so the creatures fall asleep. Then Val falls asleep. And you feel almost like a wave of lethargy is gonna hit you, JR, but it's just not enough.
It's my own spell.
This is true. It can still hit you though.
Almost got myself.
Oh, wait. I can't put to sleep magically.
Ah, Val gets this look
Enjoy,
on their
JR.
face like,
Just kidding.
that's right. That's why JR did it. Because he's so smart.
I'm glad I wasn't next to you. Wait, I'm half elf. I think I also have that ability. I'm not sure. Yep, I can't be put to sleep either.
Best team for sleeping. Alright, so two of these little guys are just kind of curled up on the ground. Imagine your little sleeping baby Groot. And they're going, Kong-Su,
Kinda cute.
Kong-Su. It's kind of cute, and then you see their sharp teeth, and you're just like, no.
I'm noping out of that.
Tiniest little snore, followed by.
It's like little Nicky sleeping.
I'ma hit him with the short sword.
You have advantage. And if it hits, it's a crit.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it hits.
And it crits.
2 plus 4. Yeah, they had 4 hit points, so we're good. And y'all are out of initiative for now.
A ways back, I think I picked up some Druidess. What was it, moss?
I don't know. You tell me.
I'm trying to remember if it was some baby Groot sticks or Druidess moss.
Oh, yeah, it was Groot sticks.
Okay. I'm just making sure I still have those in my bag.
Oh, yeah. They look just like regular twigs. Oh, yeah, I just went outside, grabbed a handful of dirt and twigs. This is it.
Yeah. Oh, I think we should get going. Back to old Valaki.
Yeah. Woo!
And I'll start leading us back.
All right, as you come around the front of the building, because you're behind the building right now. As you come around the front of the building, there are more of these creatures and more humanoid shapes. They see you and they start yelling. And we'll go ahead and take a break.
Val's woo goes from woo to woo.
Oh god!
Yes. Ah, thank ah! Alright, we'll be back in 5 minutes. If I don't trip over everything over here. humid, anyways. It's 8. Hurry your ass up. You are my biggest disappointment. Just kidding. You are not. You're pretty great, actually. You need to hurry. It's 8:01. Okay, I'm here, but Jay is not. He's taking his time. And I'm mocking him.
I'm here.
I'm definitely not here, and Jay is not going to be the last person.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, guys, I just got back.
Cool. I beat Val.
Oh, Val, you're so nice. Okay. So yeah, a bunch of people coming towards you. What do you want to do?
Is there even just a sliver of a chance that we can run around them?
Or hide.
Oh no, y'all are seen already, Holland. You could try to run around them. Don't know if that'll end well for you or not.
Well, I guess we should see if we have to meet them head on or if we can just not be attacked.
How about another one of the series of skill checks?
You're gonna make a run for it?
Oh, good luck, y'all.
I
I'm
I
gonna
kind of
outstage you
think
in 2
so.
turns.
What did you say, Val?
Oh, it's not going to go well for them. I'm definitely not at the back of this. Running away is my specialty.
Not towards, right?
Never to war.
So taking that into account, JR, tell me what you're doing. Give you 45 seconds to decide.
Even
No pressure or anything.
Sorry, JR?
run around or run through?
If you run through, you're probably going to take some attacks. And there are a lot of them.
I think we should run away. Definitely run away.
Away.
Back the way you came?
Sure.
Okay. So y'all kind of like look around the edge of the winery and you see that mess and they start yelling and pointing in your direction. You're like, nope! You run back into the room, throw the bar down, I assume.
If nobody else
Oh,
will,
yeah.
Val will. Like, that's first on the agenda.
And then a minute passes and then you hear, boom! The door holds.
I'm just gonna knock on the door.
Any particular way you're knocking on the door?
Ba 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 ba.
Boom! Another shock. The door shudders in the frame.
I don't think they want to talk. I think we should go away. Like now.
But where?
Away from here.
Well, they know we came through this door. Maybe we can exit out another door.
That sounds like a plan to me.
Where was it? Important info or whatever?
Or whatever.
Yeah. Or whatever. Whatever. Running north. To the north door.
So you run out of the back room and into the area with the vat. Just in time to see the doors on the east open inwards towards you. You see a man, snarls in his beard, a large staff that looks like a withered tree root in his hand, and he garbles some sort of language at you and points the staff in your direction.
Roll for initiative.
We come in peace.
Oops, I almost pulled a Jeremy.
Maybe he doesn't want to fight.
Yeah, totally.
Maybe that's just the way he communicates.
Nah, I just almost pulled a Jeremy and put it in the wrong room.
Oh.
Val is ready. Val knows anyone they come across needs to die.
Oh God, I can't believe I beat you, Val.
See, you're on the same page. In the future, there's only war.
Alright. I'm too busy shaking in my pants.
You're still faster than him. Holland.
Let's just say I don't know what to do, but let me check my spells.
Okay, I kind of threw this on you.
I'm gonna cast Comprehend Languages and say, please, just don't kill us.
Let me see.
Now that I've had a taste of Lucky, when my luck runs out, oh, it feels so bad.
You're like, I want it all the time.
I need Lucky.
Okay, so you chant this incantation, and then suddenly the words that he's ranting and raving at you become clear, and he goes, "All must die to feed the tree. All must support our mother." And you're just like horrified by this, and you say, "Please don't kill us." And he goes, "You will be the first." Pointed staff out towards you. As you look, you see tendrils from the staff, this blackened root. It looks like you see tendrils come out of the staff and into his arm.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm. So that was your action.
I don't like that. And I'll end my turn.
Okay.
That was your free action.
And just keep in mind, you said this in common. You don't actually speak the language, but you understand what he's saying now.
Yep.
And then Val, it is your turn.
Val knows how it is. Running up and gonna start swinging.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh, Morning Lord? I don't. Give me just a sec. That does
I'm also
not
checking if I have any
penetrate.
key points.
Okay. That does not seem to penetrate his thick skin.
I use a key point, still have 2 left, and flurry of blows!
Boom, boom, boom. Okay, both of those will hit.
I'm so much better at my low damage dice attacks.
JR.
Ah! Pew.
And pew you do. Holland, you're the only one to understand as the staff is still pointing in your direction. He says, "Come forth!" And the tip of the staff kind of grows bulbous, and then that bulb drops off onto the floor and straightens itself into a viney creature.
Do I get an opportunity attack for him casting while melee?
Mm-mm. He only get up attacks if he moves out of your space. If he was casting a ranged spell, which he's not, he's just using an action, he would have disadvantage.
Oh, my bad.
So this creature drops to the floor and straightens itself, and you see it's one of these vine blights. And then... he draws his other hand, his unattached hand, over the length of the staff, and it seems to shimmer as he intones some words. And then Holland, it's your turn.
Would you say I was able to keep my sword out from last combat?
Absolutely. Let's go with that.
Well, then I will run forward and hit him.
You dash forward into the space of both this creature and this man. And you strike him down.
Wow.
Or it
I'm
seems
surprised.
like, until you see the staff kind of seems like little pustules come out along the length of the vine, and it throbs. Bloop, bloop. And then he seems revitalized.
Oh, jeez. Don't hit him! Or hit him very hard. Choose one.
Anything else for you, Holland?
Good
And I'll
advice.
end my turn.
Good advice. Don't hit him at all unless you're gonna hit him hard. Val, that's your cue, I believe.
It's a hard decision.
Okay, that will hit.
And I'm gonna flurry of blows it. He can have 2 more as a treat.
He goes down, and he stays down. All that's left is the
Well,
twin
then,
blight. Vine blight.
yeah, he can have one too. Also a treat.
Freebie. Buy one blow, get the other free. Okay, that doesn't seem to penetrate this creature's natural armor. And what it's gonna do, from the ground, these vines issue forth and snake out. I need everybody to make a strength saving throw except JR because he's further away.
Okay.
Okay, y'all are both restrained.
Wait, we're both what?
Restrained.
Oh, that's okay.
I did that wrong. I can't ever remember what the command is. Condition. Okay, so your speed is 0. You can't benefit from any bonus to your speed. Attack rolls against you have advantage, and your attack rolls have disadvantage, and you have disadvantage on dex saves. The area around the creature for 15 feet is difficult terrain. JR.
Another Eldritch Blast.
Roll to hit. Val, you've noticed as you knocked the druid down, the staff released his arm. They sucked out of his arm with a and then it looks just like roots. Alright, that'll hit for 2 whole damage.
That's really fun to know. Definitely something I like.
I thought you might like that. Holland. You are in melee range of this creature, though you are restrained, so you will have disadvantage on any attack rolls, or you can try to break free.
There's no way I'm going to be able to break free. I might as well try and attack.
Alright, you just barely graze him with the tip of your sword. Hit him for 13 damage. Holland.
Oh, that's good. And I'll end my turn.
Okay. Val, you are just 5 feet away from this creature, but you're not able to move any closer unless you break free. Or not 5 feet, but 10 feet. You know what I mean. There's a 5 foot space between you.
But I mean, I was just in melee attacking.
Oh, you were. That's right. You moved. That's right. You're good. Never mind. I lied. I'm a
Oh,
liar.
thank goodness.
I apologize. Can't wait till we play in person again. Oh no.
Me neither.
Oh. No. I do get a bonus action if you'll still allow it after a crit fail with martial arts to attack unarmed.
I'll allow it. As you're trying to pull free, as some of the vines kind of wrap up around your neck, almost
Oh
constricting your
no.
pathway. But then you roll another one. And that's 2 ones in the same round, my friend. And you are
Yay!
not able to take any more attacks. That'll end your turn. The Vine Blight kind of cocks its head. You can almost see where its head is. It kind of cocks it to the side and looks at Val. And then the vines begin to wrap around Holland.
Uh-oh.
For 9 bludgeoning damage. And you're double restrained.
9.
9.
I'm barely hanging on by a thread.
Living on a prayer.
JR.
You already know.
Eldritch Blast. Woo, yeah, that hurt.
Oh no.
Ouchies.
Oh my god. It's been so weak. What a waste.
It'll level up at your next level.
I know. It's just been like 1 damage, 2 damage, 3.
But it's not-
damage.
But it's not a spell slot. It's a cantrip, so, you know.
Yeah, it's free.
Free
Does he
spells.
have to make a concentration save?
He's not concentrating on these spells.
Okay, fine.
Holland, you're like double wrapped up right here.
I think I'll try and attack.
Disadvantage. Thing, there's no such thing as double disadvantage. Though if they had it, Val has already used it.
Oh yeah.
Alright, Howland, your great sword is still grasped between your hands, which are being pulled back slightly. So you're not able to get a good hit in, but it's enough. As you lop more and more vines off this creature. You slice it away from you. Y'all are out of initiative. For now.
Oh gosh.
Holland, you're
Ow.
kind of...
Ow.
You're bleeding profusely. You got your hands on your knees as you're panting. Man, you could go for some pie right now.
I don't know if I'll make it for pie.
Yeah. Give us 30 seconds. We'll be back in.
Pie would make you feel better, you think. So, just to recap, he came in through the eastern double doors.
Okay. The 3 exits to the north. The one on the far left is a hallway, correct?
The one on the far left is 2 sliding doors that are chained and padlocked together. It was just outside of the snippet, but there's doors there.
Okay. All right. Let me get us to the double doors on the opposite side. Like, to the north and then to the right.
Okay. Let me see.
And we're going to try and take those double doors.
Give me just a second. Okay. You head into this room where rows of new barrels fill the room. There's a narrow stone staircase spiraling upwards in the southwest corner, and a pair of double doors to the east. Southwest corner, not northwest. I think that's a typo.
We'll try the double doors to the east.
In this room, strips of iron and wood lie in neat piles on the floor of the workshop, the wall of which are lined with tools. 2 work tables stand against the eastern wall, and to the north there is a small door that has a bar across the door.
I guess I'll go to the bar door and take a peek.
You're gonna lift the bar and peek outside the door?
Yeah.
Okay, give me just a second. If you want to do it stealthily, make a stealth check. If you just want to peek, make a perception check.
In the right room. Take.
Haha, your first good stealth roll ever.
It's funny. I think I'm proficient. Let me see. I am proficient.
Hence the plus
I'm like
2
a
plus 2.
+4. Yeah.
Okay. You crack open the door slowly, carefully. Look around outside. You see no movement.
I throw some hand signs to Holland and Val to also be stealthy as we try and exit the store.
Val was prepared for this. Val was like, why weren't you stealthing before? Holland, gonna make a stealth check. Holland's still not the best at that, kind of panting and groaning from his wounds, but isn't very loud. Much better than they were last time. And he stifles a groan.
Better than nothing.
Exactly. He stifles a groan as he steps out behind you. He's like, So you hear him, but you don't think anybody much further than y'all would.
And we'll try and. I'm assuming we're on what, the north side of the building?
You are.
Okay. Let's try and escape. Because I think the dirt path is to the east.
Yeah, it kind of winds through the vineyard. You kind of go north and then it starts curving eastwards. At least in your mad dash to the building, that's vaguely what you remember.
And that's what we're going to try and do. Stealthily.
Okay. As you move through the vineyard, carefully stepping out onto the steps, down, down, out into the brush, ducking behind rows of shriveled vines. You don't see any more movement. You don't hear any noise.
Cool.
You make it back outside the gate. A light drizzle begins to fall. A man wearing a dark cloak and cowl begins to approach you.
But we escaped, correct?
You're out on the dirt road outside the vineyard.
Okay. Just making sure.
If he draws a weapon, I'm gonna hit him.
I'm gonna raise kind of both of my hands. And
Val's ready to hit him.
we mean you no harm, sir.
A raven swoops down and lands on his shoulder. He reaches up.
Oh, I don't like that.
He reaches up, pulls his cowl backwards off his face. And you see an older man, grizzled with age. And he goes, Well, I certainly hope not. What have you done?
We were just trying to get out the winery.
He runs his finger down the neck of the raven, just kind of like petting it. He goes, Well, you've done something. Whatever was plaguing this place seems to have stopped. What is your name, strangers?
My name's JR.
I'm Val.
Holland?
Davian. Davian Martikov. At your service.
Huh, that last name, sounds pretty familiar.
Oh? You might know us. My family has run this winery for generations. Whatever you just did seems to have saved us. We were driven out by these horrid druids and their creatures. Come. And he waves and starts walking back the way he's come. Come. Meet the rest of the family.
Oh, Markov, are you by any chance related to Danica and Erwin?
He spits. That no good son of mine send you this way.
He was worried about you.
That's all he's good for. Worrying. The raven on Davian's shoulder takes off. Flies ahead. Come on. Get you out of this rain.
I'll follow.
I will too.
Val ain't going nowhere alone. Of course I'm following.
He's like sandwiched between Holland and JR.
And I'm just dragging behind, limping pretty badly.
It's like one step and then one drag. Step. Step. He leads you to this grove where the canopy of trees keeps the rain off of you. There you see 8 other people, 9 including him, standing or sitting in various poses around this makeshift camp. There's a few barrels and tents around here. They all wear dark leather rain cloaks and cowls. There's 2 adult men, 3 adult men, an adult daughter. Sorry, woman. 1, 2, 3, and 4 children. A teenage boy, 2 younger boys, and the woman has in her arms a baby. This is my family. Sorry, what, Jaya?
The encampment was just a little bit to the north.
It's actually off to the east on the it's kind of into the forest a little bit, on the other side of the dirt path.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, what was I saying? Oh, so he goes, "This is my family." He points to one of the guys. He goes, "That's my eldest son, Adrian." He points to one of the other men. "That's Elvir, my youngest son." And he points to the woman. "That's Stefania. And in her arms is Yolanda, my newest grandchild. She's my daughter." And he points to the last adult male. "And that's Dag. That's her husband. And those 3 rugrats running around are Claudio," pointing to the teenager, "and Martin and Vigo, the 2 twin boys running around." "We don't have much to thank you with, stranger. magic seeds have been stolen. But, we got wine. Gods know we have lots of wine. And a place to rest if you're so inclined. He gives this, like, old man, thick, bushy eyebrow raise at Holland.
That would be nice. Thank you.
Oh, Father, you should have checked on them before you brought them over. They're hurt, Stefana says. She points to a tent. It'll keep you dry. You're welcome to use our tent.
That would be much appreciated. We really originally went to the winery because we had gotten a free night stay in Valaki, and we were asked ever so kindly by the other Mardikovs there to check on the shipments and see why they were being held up. Turns out that seems like maybe the land was cursed or
My land isn't
something.
cursed. It's those damnable druids that came out of the forest to the south, and we haven't been able to get back in. He spits again. Sounds just like my good-for-nothing son to give away perfectly good rooms for free.
It was only for one night.
He spits again.
I definitely won't say no to some rest. That would probably be the best thing. Honestly, we could ask for.
Do as you will. If you want, you can go with the boys to take the wine shipment to Vilaki in the morning.
What do you think, guys? Does that sound like a good idea?
Sounds good, Val says, holding up a dislocated thumb up.
You know what I was taught to do when you have a dislocated thumb?
I don't
Just
want to
pull
know.
it hard.
That sounds awful. Why would you do that? Why would you say that?
Well, it fixes it.
Alright, so y'all can sort of make camp and take a long rest. And that's where we'll stop for tonight.
Yay, long rest.
Sounds good to me.
And, drum roll, level up.
My God.
Wow! We level up, yay!
As y'all reach another milestone. Saving the winery.
Yay.
Or at least ridding of it of its invaders. Alright, so let's roll some hit die.
I think I'm actually going to take a level in Paladin if I can.
You can do whatever you want, as long as your skill scores allow you.
I think they do.
Okay. I think you were planning
Yep.
on it.
13 in strength.
I thought there'd be a cool tool for that.
Maybe without the quotation marks.
No, it would have done something if that was a real thing. I was just guessing.
Eh.
Wow, look at you with those dice rolls.
Finally. I did crit a lot. I can't complain.
Right, so it looks like JR. Let's not put stuff in important info unless it's important, JR.
Ah. Sorry.
It's cool. Just don't do it again.
Well,
I'll
that's
kill you.
pitiful.
Aww. You got that paladin hit die and you only got 2. I'm sorry, buddy.
Oh.
Okay, so y'all have got your hit die rolled. Y'all are leveling up. And say goodnight.
We also get the benefit of a long rest.
Yes, sir, that's right. Don't forget that. Long rests are the best time to level.
Y'all take care. Have a wonderful night.
You too.
Have a good night.
Yay. Good night.